My name is Joel, and I've been a software developer on the NinjaTrader platform for almost 15 years now. It's crazy to think about that. But ever since graduating college and sort of got into the day trading world, and like Rob said, just started developing software to test my own ideas, and then found myself as a full-time business owner building NinjaTrader third-party add-ons. And so just grateful to be in this position to get to hang out with you guys and showcase some of my tools today. And I think I've got a lot of value for you on the meeting today. So I'm going to show you, see if I can get my PowerPoint moving. There we go. You guys can see right here. I'm literally sitting at my desk. This is a picture of my desk right now presenting to you guys. Just want to show you my office space that I renovated a couple years ago as a professional step. Pretty cool to have some space, share with my friends, and separate my home life from my work life. So just wanted you to see that. And again, I'm watching the questions. If there's any questions that arise during the presentation, would love to be able to answer those as well. And wanted you guys to know I'm in the fight with you guys. So I'm showing you my latest Apex transactions. And so some of these are payouts, some of these are affiliate commissions. $1,200 in payouts so far. I've spent a lot of money on evals and funded accounts, but those payouts are a great accomplishment for me. As you guys know, trading is hard. We're all in this together. And as I develop the tools, like I'm actually testing them and trading them. So here I am, your CEO, your software developer, and your futures trader. So I'm going to start off with a few questions that I think we can all relate to. And I think I have some things that can help almost everyone in the room today, or everyone in the room today. I'm going to start off by saying first, would it be helpful to eliminate most of your trade execution mistakes? So every day we're presented with opportunities in the market, and I don't know, it seems like almost every day I'm hearing from other traders, like if I only would have done this or that or avoided this mistake, right? So could that be helpful? So what about trade entries, you guys? Have you ever missed a trade entry because the signal bar closes? So you have a signal, right? The bar closes and you hesitated to place your order. Or have you missed a trade entry because price is moving too quickly to get the order placed? Or next, have you missed a trade entry because you looked away for a moment as the setup was forming? Right? You ever looked away? You're like waiting patiently, and all of a sudden, setup forms, and you missed it. Right? Can anyone relate to this? If so, hit me in the chat. We'd love to know you guys are here and with me. Have you ever found yourself in a trade with the wrong number of contracts or without exit orders? Another one. Do you struggle with trade exit decisions, such as determining the best target and stop loss prices? And again, guys, I'm going to show you some tools that I built to help with all of this. Would your trading results improve if you started managing risk on a per trade basis and a daily basis? So if you started managing your risk better, right? And I'm going to propose that most traders are at a major disadvantage because day trading is much better with the right execution tools. With the right execution tools, right? I love being backed up with the guys at Shark, some amazing discretionary tools that they built, and I think have even built my tools to integrate with the guys at Shark for a few of my customers, as well as far as like building a system and then executing in real time the signal in a more simplified way. So as you guys know, thanks, Mazen, I see you trading Forex. As you guys know, NinjaTrader is a little bit outdated. So I told you guys I've been doing this since college, and I'm telling you, I've seen it on NinjaTrader 7. The chart trader has not changed in 12 years. And the right click functionality covers up the chart window, the trade, entry, and exit options, again, very basic. And so new features and innovation are needed. And so this is where I came in and developed some of this. And so I'll show you a few pictures here of the standard chart trader. You guys have probably seen this. I think it's the only way to trade is on a chart window for me personally, and right in line with the bars and the indicators, and the setups that you're looking at. And so that's like the standard chart trader. And here's a dome. I don't know if anyone still trades with a dome, but to me, it's just confusing. I don't know why you would use it. And so what I want to offer you today is my chart trader platform as the upgraded solution. And so we're going to go through my chart trader platform together. I'm going to show you some of the features. And why do you need a good chart trader? Because day trading is just like shooting an arrow at a target, right? And so the 3 steps: ready, aim, fire. Get ready, you're identifying the trade, right? And we'll put less emphasis on that today because I think everyone here has plenty of trade setups that have been discussed today by other presenters, and you probably have almost too many trade setups, right? And so identifying the trade, while the chart trader can help, it's where we're aiming. We're determining our entry type and price, the stop loss, the profit target, and then fire is we're actually getting into the trade through the entry and then managing the profit target, stop loss, and exit. So aim, we're making the plans to take the trade. Fire, we're actually taking the trade and following through on our plan. All right, guys, so the enhanced chart trader, like I said, this is a suite of execution tools. I'm going to read this slide for both entries and exits, and I will say about that I've been developing this chart trader for 2 or 3 years now. So it continues to be developed and upgraded with new features based on what I'm seeing my customers need, my customers are requesting, what's going to be a good, standard feature as far as majority traders and their needs. And what this allows you to do is with about 10 different products, you can build the perfect chart trader configuration based on your trading plan and your needs. And the chart trader is for discretionary and semi-automated trading primarily, right? So this isn't like a fully automated system, but there's a lot of great features in here that, like the guys at Shark said, are going to help you kind of simplify your trading, avoid your execution errors, and just be precise in your ready, aim, and fire. And so I'm going to continue on here. Again, as everyone's rolling in, my name's Joel. I know we had the room went down, so it's good to see some of you guys coming back in. And I'm just going to show you guys my chart trader tools for the Ninja Trader platform. So we'll start with the basic chart trader tools. This is the way to get started. Is a list of things. We're going to go through these actually in the chart. We're going to get click entry, limit entry buttons, upgraded exit order display features. As you guys know, break even is a big thing. So with one click, you can move your stop loss to break even. You can attach to indicator plots, and then again, more improved displays, trade executions, the bar counter, and the profit and loss. So real quickly, I'm going to jump out of the slides, and what we're going to do is I'm going to show you the comparison and contrast between what I've built and what is standard on the Ninja Trader platform. All right, guys, and again, love to see your questions and interactions, so I'm just continuing to check on that. So with Ninja, on the left here, to place an order, you're going to right click. So let's say I want to place at yesterday's high. By the way, this is my key levels confluence indicator. It's one of the key things that I use, one of the most important things that I use in my own trading. You can see on the right here, I've got yesterday's close, which just provided a bounce high, and then the VWAP. So on Ninja Trader's chart, you're going to right click to place an order, right? Over here on my system, you're going to click whether you want to buy or sell. So you're not thinking about, you're just thinking about, man, I know I want to sell. So you hit sell, and then you're clicking on the chart to place the order, right? So in contrast, when you right click, you're having to make sure you select the right one. Lots of opportunities for mistakes. Over here, not so much. It's one click on the buy, one click on the chart, okay? Limit entry buttons. Again, won't go into this completely, but my limit entry buttons are much more customizable compared to
Hey, Joe.
There we go. All right, we're back. Hey, guys.
Just wanted to make you check your mute button because I lost you too.
All right. Are we good now? I think my internet went down briefly. That's fantastic. I love that when that happens in a situation like this.
We're good. We got your screen up. I can hear you again.
Sweet. All right, let's keep moving, you guys. So you guys saw the buy and sell click buttons there, Rob, and we saw the limit entry buttons.
I believe so.
Cool, thank you so much. Sorry
No
about
problem.
that, you guys. So I'm gonna go over the next thing, which is the exit order display features. So again, what we're doing here is we're comparing the standard chart trader with the chart trader I've built. Over here on the Ninja chart trader that's standard, you can see we've got lots of extra plots that we don't need with target one, the prices, all that, cluttering up the chart. Over here on the solution that I've provided on what I call the enhanced chart trader. Again, just trying to get that language nailed down. It's the enhanced chart trader. We've got a summarized display, 10 long contracts. We netted $20. Again, this was just an in and out. So it also shows the time. This was a 2-second trade. Again, these aren't totally real trades, but it's showing you the time that you've been in the trade along with the profit and number of contracts. So very simple and clean. Again, if I don't hover my mouse, I'm seeing the total amount. You've got your break even buttons. So here I can set this. I can even scroll my mouse wheel and customize this. So let's say that I go long market and I'm going to move it to break even minus 10. I click this button and immediately I get a stop loss moving to break even minus 10 ticks. Ninja side, no break even button. If you want to attach to indicator, okay, let's say that you almost like I saw this on Norman's trading plan. Marina also is using moving averages, but let's say that you want to attach an order to the VWAP. Again, with Ninja Trader, you're going to be placing the order first. Then you're going to right click on the order, go through this long menu into the properties. Okay, selecting the right plot, which there can be a ton of plots listed based on how many indicators you have in your chart. All right. Compared to what I've built over here, you can sell click, and then you're just literally moving your mouse. So this is the 5-minute 50. I've got the 50. I've got the 20 EMA right here, or the VWAP. So if I click on the VWAP, again, I click sell click on the VWAP, I'm getting an order now that is attached to the VWAP. 2 clicks, and I'm now trailing an order at the VWAP to enter trade short. All right, so again, finishing up this section of what I'm showing you guys, the basic chart trader tools, I've taken what Ninja Trader provides and improved on it, simplified it, made it more intuitive. Again, but first question of the presentation, right? We're trying to remove as much stress and as much opportunity for mistakes as possible, right? And so that's what the enhanced chart trader is for. All right, so I'm going to cancel that. Let's see. Trade executions, display, the bar counter. So the bar counter is built in down here, just a simplified counter display for all chart types. Profit and loss display. Click here to show or hide commissions. So as you click through this up here in the upper right corner, you have that option. You can show all markets, profit and loss, or just the NQ. So let's say I were to make a quick ES trade and close it. So here I can see only MNQ, or I can see all trades. So that trade I took in the ES combined with MNQ, right? So you're able to, with this profit and loss display, again, separate your profit and loss per market. So you're seeing on this chart only the trades and the profit and loss taken for this instrument on this chart. So that's the basic chart trader tools. Again, just some improvements upon what is standard in Ninja Trader built into the enhanced chart trader platform that I have to offer for you guys. So now we'll get into some more advanced stuff. So that replaces the chart trader, but let's go ahead and add some features to improve on it and build on top of it. So this is what I call now from the basic to the essential. So I'm saying if I was designing a chart trader, this is like the bare minimum I would put in that's going to cover most potentially of what traders could need. And so in this, just quickly summarizing it, and then I'm going to go back to the charts and show you everything. You've got ATM strategy planning, where you can plan out your trade in the chart before it ever happens. You've got the ATM strategy quick select buttons, where you can quickly change between ATM strategies. You've got one-click order placement and position sizing features. All right. As far as ATM strategy planning, what is that? Again, just gonna kind of drill on this real quickly. You're gonna confirm your stop loss and target orders as you're planning a trade. And you can also adjust the stop loss and target orders before the entry is placed and filled. So both before your entry is placed and after your entry is placed. The position sizing, all right, as you guys know, sometimes you want to, especially with micros, as you're sizing your position, you can easily just change the number of micros you're trading based on how big your stop loss is going to be. So that's what you're going to do with position sizing. Again, I'll show you on the chart. You're going to adjust the trade quantity based on the stop loss size. You're going to configure in dollars or percent of the account value. And this is also linked to the selected ATM strategy and integrated with the planning. So again, we're not like rewriting ATM strategies, right? We're building on top of what Ninja has provided. When you build these ATM strategy templates with targets and stop loss, we're just building on top of that. All right. So I'm going to jump back to the charts and show you the essential chart trader tools here. All right, so with the ATM strategy planning, let's say that I'm setting up a trade, right? I can click on the eye. This is a practical trade setup here that I would say right here, I would be clicking on the 20, attaching my order to the 20 EMA. As we seem to be potentially forming a downtrend, I would say to go retest this low, right? So as I hover here, I can pre-plan my trade, right? So I can say I want to put my stop up here and I'm going to target down here. So I can see right away, even before this trade happens, I'm planning my target and stop. And this will be the actual target and stop for the trade. So if we get filled on this, you're going to see, all right, you see how as soon as we got filled, the real targets and stops went into place where I had pre-planned the trade. So rather than having a fixed target and stop, now you're able to plan out your trade before it happens. Trade entry occurs, your orders are already where you want them to be placed, right? I've got my stop and my target in place, totally pre-planned. I'm gonna close this trade. Let's take a look at the quick select buttons. So again, I've got some standard ATMs up here. Rather than using the drop down, in Ninja, you go through the drop down, you got all these ATMs. Now you can just click to quickly change. So now I've got a 10-point risk, 15-point, 20-point, or 25-point. So those are the quick select buttons. So again, quickly changing between ATM strategies. One-click order placement. So rather than using buy and sell click, now I can just move my mouse to the side of the chart and I'm ready to place a buy order. All right, same thing down here. If I start down here, we're placing sells, move my mouse, ready to place the order, we're good. So it actually eliminates another step because you're just, with one click, you're able to place your order. All right, and lastly, the last big thing included with the essential chart trader tools is the position sizing features. So as an example in micros, let's say I want to risk $200 per trade. I'll turn size on. Now, as I change the quantity, the stop size from 25, all right, 25 points, down to 20 points, down to 15 points. Now you have 6 contracts and down to 10 points, 10 contracts. So you can see as I'm changing the stop loss size, 6 lots, now 20-point stop, again, 5 lots, micros, 25 points is going to be 4 lots of micros. So it's automatically doing this for you, right? And again, as you plan this trade, let's say that you want to plan this trade out. I want to move the stop wherever I want. Do you guys see how the number of contracts is changing? So we have, all right, 5, then we have 6, 7, 8. So depending on where I'm going to put my stop in this trade, all right, it's automatically adjusting the lot size. So that's position sizing. You can do it based on dollars or account size, percentage of account size. So there's lots more features in here too, like you can close 50%. So like, let's say let's say I buy market now, okay? Say I want to close, you can actually close, set it to close like targets as well. So let's say I have a 3 target trade, for instance. There's so much you can do with this. Now I have 3 targets. With this button, I'm going to close T1. You guys see that? Next up is target 2. Next up is target 3. So for you guys that are scalping, right, and you want to be able to just click and just take off a portion of your position quickly, you can do that. You can take off, you know, the first target, second target, third target, or you can configure the button to close a percentage of the trade, and it automatically just kind of handles that based on the situation that you're in to close the percentage of your position as well. So that's the essential chart trader tools. So we went from the base to what's standard with NinjaTrader. We moved on to the essential chart trader tools, which includes the ATM strategy planning. Again, like if I'm placing an order down here, I can see my targets and stops in advance, and I can make a plan for this trade. How much do I want to risk? Where do I want to put all my targets, right? And it's all linked to this live resting order, this live 10 lot resting order right here. Okay, you can actually click this R to reset back to what was standard for this particular ATM strategy. All right. So I wanted to keep moving, and I'm going to show you a few more features on this as well. So you can start with the basic, you can go to the essential chart trader tools, and then there's also additional add-on options that I'm going to cover now quickly as we move toward the end of my allotted time. And looking for questions. Again, if you guys have any questions, put them in the chat. If I happen to miss them, you can call me, you can email me as well. I'm going to go through some more stuff here. So this is the advanced exit. So any of these tabs at the bottom of my screen here are going to be additional add-on options for the chart trader. So here you can see now we've got a trailing stop function. So again, the market continues to just like chop around. This is horrible trading in the afternoon. But let's say that I'm long because that's the direction we seem to be moving right now. And I want to set a trailing stop. All right, immediately I can begin working a 40 tick trailing stop by turning this on. Fixed tick 40. I can also set it to plot, so any plot, right? So if I select parabolic SAR, I'm now working at the parabolic SAR. Or if I select burger, which is a custom, the blue dots that I coded for a customer of mine, now it's trailing at the burger dots. Lastly, 50 EMA. Now I'm trailing at the 50 EMA. So you can see how you can actually build your own trailing stops. This list is not fixed. These bottom 3 are custom built for this chart window based on any indicator that you can put in here, okay? So that is the advanced exit orders management. Includes some more features that I won't cover just for the sake of time, but it's all about just expanding your functionality on managing your trade exits. Renko bars, I want to see in the chat if we have anyone that trades Renko. If you trade Renko, just hit me in the chat with a yes. So with Renko here, we can with one click begin working an order at the price where the bar will reverse. So we are now set, and this will continue to trail up. And then as a red bar closes, we will be in the trade. So again, this is avoiding slippage. Rather than waiting until the bar closes, you're able to, and then trying to like throw in the order, you're ready, right? When we get a red bar, we're gonna be in this trade, and then vice versa for the green bar, right? So again, these are working these orders and then trailing these orders. Sorry, these are working an entry order and trailing it until you're filled. Same thing with range, right? Another bar type where we know already where the market's where the bar will close. So if I hit sell, my order's in at the price where the bar will close if it closes red. That's a long statement. I hope you guys are following that. But I know already that if I get a red range bar, and you'll see this trail, you see it trail up. So again, the order moved up slightly because the high of the bar is up. So if this 32 range bar closes down, we'll be in a short. So it's a way to trade, right? Like I know that if I want blasting up, I might want to say, hey, on the next green bar, I want to get filled. This is a great tool to, again, semi-automate your trading if you trade range bars. Entering on the bar close. A lot of traders enter on the bar close, right? You're seeing your setup. You want to be in when the bar closes. This is how you do it, right? So I'd say with this particular button here, I'll just work this button. We're able to enter on the bar close if sell on the bar close if the bar closes down, only if the bar closes down, right? So you can see sell one market on down bar close. All right, so we're waiting on that to happen. 10 seconds remaining, countdown as this bar closes, and we are going to be short as the bar closes. All right, you guys cool with that? Pretty self-explanatory. You can change the bar direction. Say you could go long on a red bar, for instance, long on any bar, doesn't matter what direction it closes. Also with this module here, you can scroll your mouse wheel and then place a level, right? So let's say that I want to get short if we close below, or sorry, I want to get short on a close below here, right? Or I want to get long on a close above here. Now I've got two working synthetic orders that if we get a close above this level or a close below this level, I'm triggered into the trade. So that is the close bar entry orders module. All right, I'll just close all to clear that out. This is a step up, or a step I would say related to close bar, but able to enter on a signal. So similar to Bloodhound, where you can build signals, a lot of indicators have signals built in. My chart trader here integrates with Bloodhound or other indicators with the signal built in. So right down here, stochastic, for example, if I were to hit buy, what this is going to do is begin watching for the next buy signal. When the next buy signal occurs, it's going to place the trade. Okay. So again, this is what I talked about at the beginning of the presentation, where you're waiting for your setup. Okay, you're obviously monitoring this, but you're waiting for your setup. When your setup occurs, you want to be in the trade. This is the perfect way to do it, right? It integrates with a lot of different third-party indicators. As long as they have a signal output plot, it's pretty standard practice in the Ninja Trader community. This will integrate perfectly. You can also select chart markers on this as well. Okay, and then lastly, I'm going to show you the bracket entry here. So this is mainly for news events. All right, news events or large spikes in the market. So here you can, on this click, you're going to be submitting an order 2 seconds before this bar closes. All right, so you can submit them immediately. So you see when I click that, now I've got an order to buy and sell OCO. So I'm going to buy stop if the market goes up, sell stop if the market goes down. I'll cancel that. We can also do it on the close. This is going to be an example. Let's say we had a news event coming up in 10 seconds. This is going to get our orders placed 2 seconds before the news event. So watch here. Okay, you see how the orders went in 2 seconds before the bar closes. Now you're ready with one cancels the other, buy and sell. So that's the bracket tool. These are some of my probably most popular tools. There's a lot of other options in here as well, but that is what I have time for to kind of give you an overview of my chart, my enhanced chart trader platform. Now, because we've had so much attention on prop firms today. I know Norm covered it. I believe there were a few other presenters that covered it as well. I do want to show you guys my trade copier. And again, hopefully you guys are catching. Some of you guys have been rolling back in, seeing the attendee account continue to rise. We just covered my enhanced chart trader. I'm going to show you guys my trade copier. So I just want to go through a few things here. When you guys are copying trades in prop firms, all right, this is a project I worked on for my own trading because I saw the problems in other trade copiers and I wanted to solve them. So I'm going to ask you guys some questions. Have you been filled on some accounts but not others, and then stuck with manually sorting out the differences, right? So you're trying to focus on trading, you're trying to copy to say 5, 10 accounts, and now all of a sudden you've got positions in some, not in others. Have you ever found yourself in the opposite position on the follower accounts when you thought all accounts were supposed to be flat? And then have you been generally confused about what even happened with your master and follower accounts, right? And so I want to also, the second part, just a quick overview of my accounts dashboard. It's one window for tracking all your accounts. The goal is to keep all the accounts in sync with one another. So when you're long in all the accounts, the same number of contracts, right? Short, same thing. You've got the trade copier component, which I call duplicate account actions. And then you've got a risk management component, which I call the account risk manager. Okay, and you've got trailing stop threshold features for the prop firm accounts, like Norm was talking about. You've got an intraday trail on a lot of these accounts. All right, so I'll pull that up real quickly, and you guys are going to see 100% where I'm at in my prop trading, which is all of my PA accounts here, which I'm just getting started in some of these PAs. But with this window, I can quickly see how far I am from blowing an account, right? With this from closed column. If you guys are familiar with Apex, this should real quickly make sense to you, right? $2,500 away from potentially blowing an account. Here I can actually set my daily goal, my daily loss. So this is actually what I was setting up today for my plan going forward to trade, right? I want to keep my loss at a minimum, and I want to keep my goal somewhere around 2 times. So with this checkbox here, as soon as my goal is reached, it's going to automatically close the position for that particular account, right? The way this is configured, I'm trading the account 43 in the brown and going down with 3 follower accounts. Okay, so that's the account dashboard. Would love for you guys to go in with me on that because I continue developing that, again, to solve the challenges and problems that we've seen with other trade copiers. Again, as I'm serving my customers and trying to just fill the needs of what I see is needed among NinjaTrader users. So I'm going to wrap up here with my offer, and so I'm just going to do a quick summary of what I have for you guys. And again, with Traders Corner, thank you so much, Rob. I love to get some of my biggest discounts here on these webinars, which is super fun, right? I don't even give these discounts to my email list or anywhere else. People are getting 20% off or paying full price. The basic chart trader tools, all right, I'm valuing it $195. Everything today, guys, is going to be really simple. It's going to be 40% off. So this is the basic chart trader tools, which again, I showed you guys is just the standard chart trader that I have to replace, sorry, not the standard, the enhanced chart trader, basic tools replaces the standard NinjaTrader chart trader. All right, with all the features listed at 40% off, it's gonna be $115. And again, don't worry, I'm going to show you exactly where to find this on my website at the end of the presentation. Okay, so reminder, the essential chart trader tools, which includes the basic. So everything in the basic included with essential, you're getting the ATM strategy planning. So you're able to pre-plan your trades, which is amazing, right? You're able to pre-plan your target and stop, have a plan. You can quickly select between different ATM strategies. Now you can place orders with one click, and then also your position sizing features. This is also 40% off at $5.95 instead of $9.95. Okay. And then quickly going through some of the other options for the enhanced chart trader that we've looked at as examples today: closed bar entry orders, what I call price-based entry orders, which is the Renko and range bar entry functionality, bracket entry, signal entry, and even more features today are going to be $2.95 each at 40% off. All right, and then lastly, I just showed you guys my trade copier, getting that down to $175 at the 40% discount today. Each of these are two separate products. So you've got the trade copier portion and the account risk manager portion, where you can do the daily goal and loss, track your trailing threshold, and everything else. All right, and then lastly, the last slide here on pricing is going to be going all in. And so if you guys love what you see and you're like, man, I need every single feature that he built into that thing. I want it. I want to go in. I see a lot of different things that integrate tightly with how I trade, and that could semi-automate my trading and reduce my stress. And yeah, I think I don't even need to summarize it more, but if you want everything that you've seen in the chart trader and more, it's the professional chart trader tools. It's also 40% off. And with that purchase on this webinar through the weekend, I'm going to throw in my support and resistance suite for free. So we didn't spend a lot of time on this, but that's what's going to draw your key levels. I've also got like a price action indicator in there that draws levels based on pure price action. A few other indicators. Again, you can see it on my website. I'll pull that up in a moment. Guys, start putting your questions in if you have any as well. So the offer is going to be at this page, and Rob will put it in the chat. It's going to be at affordableindicators.com/traders corner. And I see a typo, 40% off. Okay, 40% off all software products. Coupon code is going to be corner 40, and you're going to put that in on the chart and on the chart on the cart page. All right. Again, coupon code is cornered 40, and I would encourage you guys to see. I've been getting some reviews lately, so just check that out at the top of my website. Helps build trust. You'll see a lot of my reviews lately are based on the trade copier. People are loving that as an alternative. Again, just to keep the accounts in sync. That's what the trade copier should be doing, right? Is to make sure the follower accounts are in sync with the master account. So that wraps it up. I'm looking for more questions. Again, I'm gonna take a couple more minutes here, but I would love for some of you to consider this, going all in with me for $23.95, 40% off every single feature built into the enhanced chart trader, and including the support and resistance suite, which I believe are some of my best indicators for picking key levels where we can expect the market to react. All right, so I'm gonna show you guys that page. Rob put the link in the chat. Here's what you'll be seeing when you pull that up. So again, as you scroll through this page on my website, all right, you can see the coupon code is up here. You can click on any of these more information links to see additional videos and content on all of the products. Here you've got all the products listed out, enhanced chart trader features available for purchase, okay? And then here's the copier and the risk manager. The key levels of influence indicator that I briefly covered at the very bottom here is your professional chart trader tools. Again, more information links are going to allow you to do your research and check it out. Up here at the Trustpilot link. And I believe that wraps it up. I'm not seeing any questions at this time, so.
Joel, I want to take the time to apologize about, the previous presenter accidentally ending the webinar. And I got to say, man, my hat off to you for being a one-man show, with a little assistance from Dad, between your programming, your indicators, your strategies, your website. Everything set up as beautiful as it is. Man, you are a professional in getting it done. So thank you for being here. We always appreciate the thanks you give to us. And we love you as why you're invited on almost every one of our webinars. But ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Joel Wyse of Affordable Indicators, thank you for making such an incredible, generous offer to our audience, as good of or even better than the ones you make to your already paid clients. It's amazing how powerful your trade management tools and indicators really are. Traders, if you want these most powerful indicators and trade management tools available on NinjaTrader, Mr. Wyse of Affordable Indicators has them available to you at a tremendous discount through us. Now is the time to transfer your NinjaTrader platform into a Super Ninja. Joel, it's always a pleasure to have you. I hope, like I've wished everyone else, I hope you have a specifically great weekend, holiday season, everything, my friend.
Man, thank you so much. And Rick, I see you in the chat. Would love to hear from you, man. I hope you enjoyed the presentation. Thanks for.
And Joel, granted, you probably already know this, but I did buy your trade copier, and it is by far the best one out there. I love your stuffs, reading your reviews. That reminds me that I have to write you a review at some point. We hope you come back and see us again.
Thank you, Rob. Thanks, Mark. I see you. Thanks, Mark. Thanks, you guys.
You're very welcome. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I mentioned at the top of the show, we had a great lineup, and we are down to the last presentation. I hope everyone's listening closely because our next presenter is a graduate of Syracuse University and has been trading the financial markets for the last 15 years. He wears several hats over at Right Line Trading. He's a trading coach, assists with the optimization of trading strategies and indicators, provides logistical and technical support, and is always ready and willing to assist the Right Line Trading community. Here to present Turn Your Retirement Plan on Autopilot is Mr. Rory Powers of Right Line Trading. Welcome back to Traders Corner, Rory.
Hey, thank you, Rob. I really appreciate that introduction. And
no problem.
Man,
we appreciate you being here.
Oh, thank you, thank you. That's a tough act to follow. Joe Wyse just blows my mind every time I watch his presentation. I mean, the tools that he can develop are just extremely powerful.
They are great beyond measure.
Oh my God, how he does it, I'll never know. My hat's off to Joel. Great job. And stick around because I have something that I know that you're gonna like. And not only that, most importantly, it's been doing extremely well. And I'm gonna go over the numbers, the performance is really what everything boils down to, is whether it can make you money or not. And stick around. I've got a really great presentation. We're going to be featuring the AI Auto Trader, which is a system that's based on mathematical modeling combined with next generation technology. So with that being said, let's go get the CFTC out of the way. I certainly don't want the alphabets of the federal government chasing after me. This presentation is for demonstration and educational purposes only. I am not a licensed financial advisor. I highly recommend that you do consult with a licensed trade advisor so you can fully understand the risks that are associated with trading the financial markets. With that being said, let's keep the ball rolling. Our vision here at Right Line Trading is to develop innovative trading strategies that help predict the future direction of price. And man, that is extremely valuable information. If you had a crystal ball and you knew which way the market was going to go, well, there's a number of different ways that we can leverage that information. What distinguishes right line trading from a lot of our competitors is that we're on the right edge of the chart every morning, and we're trading our software on a live market, and we're leveraging those signals in a variety of different ways. We have David Kushner, who's our professional prop trader. We have Mr. David Wyse, probably one of the most brilliant options traders. He leverages those signals with options contracts. We have Mr. Craig Emery, who's one of our success stories. He started out as a client, found his groove after trying dozens of other trading systems that just didn't work. And now he has his own futures live trading room here with Right Line Trading. And also we have our founder, Mark Sachs, who continues to run very successful Options Alert newsletters. And in the back office, surrounded by a highly educated and super qualified team that I'm really proud to be a member of. I mean, these guys, they have their master's degrees, UCLA, University of Pennsylvania. Mark has his MBA. Very highly educated people. Sergio Rodriguez reminds me a little of Joel. He's just when it comes to coding and writing computer programs, they do stuff that are just you or I just wouldn't know how to begin to do. So I have a tremendous amount of respect for them. Our team is led by Mr. Mark Miller, and Mark Miller is an Army veteran. And let me tell you, we just had Veterans Day. My hat's off to anybody who served in the military. What a sacrifice you all make. You're heroes, and we thank you for your service. And I'll tell you one thing about Mark Miller is he brings those core military values. He's an Army veteran. The core military values of integrity, transparency, they're at the forefront of everything that we do here at Right Line Trading. And he's really a great guy, man of God. So our number two goal, we want to build a community of traders who collaborate with one another and support one another in their trading journey. And let me tell you, this journey that we're on is not a simple journey that we can head right on into the winner's circle and have a bunch of cigars and celebrate. Our journey is filled with setbacks and potholes and speed bumps. And being a part of a community, I'm a firm believer that there's power in numbers. Learning what's working for somebody, sometimes even more important, learning what's not working is tremendous information, very valuable information. So I just always like to put a slide of a personal slide of myself. Rob did a beautiful introduction, and my picture's a little blurry, but over my birthday, which was the first week of November, my wife and I, and we have two beautiful girls, we took a trip to North Carolina, and we drove into Gatlinburg, Tennessee. And this is a picture of me and my family, and I can't tell you how blessed that I feel to have them in my life. And I'll tell you, I live in South Florida, which we have one season, which is summer, and we have a very flat state. Yes, we do have the ocean, but it's a very flat state. And when I went to Gatlinburg in North Carolina to see these mountains and the that 30, 40-degree weather, ah man, it's really like a breath of fresh air. You just feel closer to God, I'll tell you. So that was a recent trip that we took. Now, this slide, that I wanted to put this up because, prop trading now has really opened the floodgates. It's given everybody an opportunity to get into the trading game, and it's really exciting. And in the past, you had to be, pretty well off. You had to have 10 or 20 or $30,000 that you could afford to risk, which, these days it's not that easy to do. However, with these prop trading firms that have stormed onto the scene, traders with little to no experience. And that's the point I want to make with this slide. Brock Miller, he's a member of our team, has very little to no experience with trading. However, using the system that I'm going to be showing you in just a moment, he was able, I think, on his second, third at the latest, his second or third try, became a funded trader with a very popular prop firm. So the system that I'm going to show you can be used in prop accounts. It can be used in live accounts, all depending on what you prefer. And, as I mentioned earlier, I like to put myself in, I've had the, privilege and the pleasure of over the last 10 years working for a great company like Right Line Trading and having the privilege of talking to traders. And I really enjoy it. It's really become a passion of mine. And, hearing other people's journey and their successes and their failures and it really keeps my finger on the pulse of our trading community. And this slide, I always like to put myself as the one who makes the mistakes because I've talked to a lot of you, and I know that a lot of you have, and you can relate to these problems that we have in our discretionary trading. One of the main problems are these emotional, the mindset that you have to put yourself in. I liken it to Michael Jordan playing a basketball game. Well, this guy, is like one in a billion where he can put himself into the zone mentally, and that basket is, increases in size by tenfold, and he's just putting the ball through it like it's nothing, jumping and flying through the air like, like an acrobat. So I don't know about you, but I'm really not a Michael Jordan. And I just have trouble getting into that zone. And I like to make impulsive decisions. I cut my winners short. Oh, Lord. If I see a trade going in my direction, I'll squeeze my stop and I won't let the trade mature. And those, revenge trading. If you get a winner or two under your belt, you're feeling that you're in the zone and you can't take a loser. And next thing you know, you take a loss and it wiped out those two or three winners that you were so proud of getting. So those emotional errors and those human errors are fumbling around with the platform that you're trading and trying to get into a trade and where's the Superdome and the how do I get in and how do I get out now? Before you know it, you've blown your account. So these human errors that we make. Um, I heard a presenter on this show, in fact, and I love being on Traders Corner. The presenter on Traders Corner made a point that people have about 15 different personalities, and 13 out of 15 of those personalities, well, they just don't lend well to trading. Uh, you know, they, they you have to have what I'm trying to say is nerves of steel. Let's be blunt about it. And you have to be willing to take some heat on a trade and let the trade mature, and it's not easy to do. So, and we've all bought dozens of systems that just don't work. We don't have the proper tools, and it all leads to the same frustrating end of us blowing out our trading accounts. And I think all of us have experienced that feeling. I've gone through periods where I couldn't even look at trading for a month because of the money that I lost. And it can be a very frustrating journey. And that was really the motivation behind the AI Auto Trader. I know my slide says it's been my commitment, but it's been my team's commitment. I'm part of a very talented team, and the hours that I've seen, my associates put into the optimization process of this system, it has been our commitment to bring this frustration and these blowing out of trading accounts to an end. And that's the exciting part about this trading system. Because when the 9:30 comes and that opening bell rings, we have no idea which way the market's going to move. We have all the talking heads and opinions and biases and Monday morning quarterbacks that tell us about all the money they made yesterday. But when you're at the right edge of the chart and that bell rings, we have no we have no way of knowing which way that market is going to go. So having the proper tool set is really the key to this. And moving along fast, I know it's been a long presentation, and I want to get right to the heart of the matter. The two things, and we have narrowed it down to two things, is number one, you have to have the proper tools. If you're going to be trading in a fast moving market, making split second decisions, you've got to have a tool set that's going to give you an edge. You have to have an edge over the other retail traders. We're not going to beat the big hedge funds or the professional traders that are behind them are millions of dollars in leverage. So we have to have a powerful set of tools to level the playing field. In biblical terms, I like to make the analogy of David versus Goliath. The market and these hedge funds and these huge institutions that have millions and billions of dollars to throw around. They're not clicking a mouse and looking for an entry to get in and out. They've got super powerful computers that are all automated and they're getting in and getting out and like lightning fast. So our goal is to level that playing field. And number two, ideally, because of those human emotional errors that we make, we would like to have software that can automatically get you in and get you out where risk is at the lowest and have the profit targets in the ideal locations. And that's what we're going to provide to you today. The system that I'm going to be showing you today runs on NinjaTrader 8. These are strategies that run on NinjaTrader 8. And NinjaTrader 8 is a free platform now. And I always say that because back a year or two ago, you had to pay like $1,500 for NinjaTrader, like I did, and now it's free. All right. So if you're with a prop firm, it's always free. If you're going to trade your own live money, which I do recommend doing, uh, the platform is free now. So these are strategies that once they're enabled on NinjaTrader 8, they're going to execute and manage the trades on your behalf. So there's no more overthinking or hesitating on a perfect trade setup. The stops and the profit targets are in the ideal locations based on a ton of data. The data analysis that goes into optimizing these strategies is enormous. And the more data that we gather, the more powerful this system gets. And so, for me, I had to add in there's no more cutting your winners short because that's my biggest downfall. And really, when you're trading futures, that risk to reward ratio is just so important. We don't want one loser to wipe out two or three winners. So we can't cut our winners short. So it really, for trade management, there's no more of those errors. So let's get right into it because what I'm going to share with you is a diversified portfolio of automated strategies that trade on a variety of different timeframes and instruments. And the first one that I'd like to highlight has been one of our more successful strategies. And I'm going to highlight the top three. And number three comes in with the Haymaker. The Haymaker trades on the NASDAQ, which is on it's on a 30 range data series. And I'm going to pull over a NASDAQ chart just to quickly show you. And today, this was the results of the Haymaker today. I'm kind of conservative. I kind of like cutting my winners short on a discretionary basis. Had I kept the system running, I probably would have made more. But listen, capital preservation is just so important. And when I'm up $500 or $600, I shut the strategy off for the day. Sometimes it might go up and run up $1,000 or $2,000, and I missed out. But you know what? I never have to worry about giving that money back. So capital preservation is really important with these strategies. But what I want to show you on this chart, and I'll go back to this morning and show you the entries that it took today. We don't offer a black box system where you have no clue, why you got in. You just enable it and hope to God that it wins. Our system is based on mathematical modeling, and our trigger on this strategy is based on market internal. Market internal. What we're looking for on the NASDAQ 30 range, the haymaker, is we're looking at a disparity between uptick and downtick. Well, why are we doing that? Because who creates that disparity? That disparity or the trend is being created by the large hedge funds or large institutions. They're the ones that are driving the price of the NASDAQ higher, like it did at about 10:15 this morning. And our software sniffed it out. These little triangles that you see under these candles are telling us, hey, there's a large disparity of uptick versus downtick. And the system also looks at a multi-time frame assessment of trends. We want a higher time frame alignment. We want a sync of higher time frames to get into these trades. And when everything lines up, the system will execute. This is my signal indicator, the cross that you see. What that cross is telling me is that all of the conditions have been met for the system to fire a trade. And that indicator is called the signal indicator. And I'm not going to go into the minutia, but in my signal indicator, there's a dashboard. And if I put the dashboard on, it will show me on the left-hand side of the chart the conditions that must be met in order for the strategy to fire a trade. If they're in green, they've been met. If they're in red, it hasn't been met yet. And in a fast-moving market, sometimes there's 5 or 10. Some strategies have even more conditions that have to be met in order for them to take a trade. So the NASDAQ 30 range is our haymaker strategy, and has been a very consistent strategy. And that's really the goal with these strategies. It's one thing to have a good week. We want to put together consistency. We want to have profitable months. And the goal is to get you funded if you're a prop trader and keep you funded. It's really nice to pass an evaluation account, but that's just the first part of it. And I'm going to go into more of the second part of it in a little bit. So let's keep the ball rolling. I wanted to show you the last 30 days on the haymaker. The NQ30 range was up about $2,375 when I made this slide on November 10th. And this slide is just one of our members. Being part of a community of traders, we have our Discord chat group. And our Discord chat group allows you to communicate with the entire community and see what's working, what's not working. Everybody shares the results. On this day, Alaskan had a fantastic morning, and he told us exactly how he did it. He was running 3 prop accounts with Apex, and he was up $760 running that strategy. And he was running a variety of our strategies in a number of different prop accounts. So let's move over to the cash register. The cash register is our ES, our S&P 500. Okay, remember, we're going to diversify our portfolio. We're not going to put all our eggs in one basket. So if our NASDAQ isn't hitting one day, well, we've got the cash register, which runs on the S&P 500 futures. That's the ES 5-minute. And in collaboration with our professional options trader, David Wyse, who loves to trade the SPY on a 5-minute, we put together the cash register strategy that really has some unique filters in place. It looks at the Laguerre momentum via the Laguerre oscillator. It also leverages the market internals and the VWAP. It has some filters in place that only have it trade on certain conditions. And this has been one of our most consistent strategies that we have running. This is Alaskan again. He made 900 on the cash register. And this is, I'm really a numbers guy. From September 1st to November 10th, okay, about 2 months, 2.5 months, that strategy alone had made $6,575. So running that strategy alone, and I want to emphasize that this is on a 2-contract ATM strategy. We're just trading 2 contracts. This isn't trading 5 or 10 contracts on a back test. This is running in a live market, trading just 2 contracts, 2 E-mini contracts. And we've got a really great risk to reward ratio on these strategies. Our risk to reward ratio is anywhere from 1.5 to 1 in our favor to 2.5 to 1 in our favor. So we've kind of turned the tide with that risk to reward, leaning it in our favor. In fact, we have one that runs on gold that, we're only risking 7 ticks, to make 30. So the risk to reward on that is just, incredible. So from September 1st to November 10th, the cash register has been ringing. It's made $6,575, which, I mean, it's just fantastic. Those are great numbers. And last but certainly not least is our cash cow, we call it. And man, oh man, listen, there's no need to hype this because the numbers speak for themselves. We've got a strategy that's running on the Russell. This one runs on the RTY. People always ask, can I run it on the micros? Yes, sure. You want to trade it on the M2K, or if you want to use the haymaker on the MNQ, or the cash register on the MES, all of the strategies that I'm going over today can all be traded on the micros as well. Okay. And I'm gonna try to show you a video here in just a moment. We had somebody shut down the webinar on accident, and I'm not sure if I'll be able to play the video, but I'm gonna try. Okay. So let's talk about the cash cow. The cash cow, oh my goodness, month to date. Okay, listen, again, I want to emphasize these aren't back test results. Okay, this is running on somebody's prop account on a live market, trading 2 contracts from November 1st to November 15th. This strategy has made $4,131 in profits. Okay, 34,131. The one we just talked about, the cash register, over 6,000. Okay, so if you do the math in your head, from November 1st to November 15th, it's at 4,131. And to the left of in this screenshot, you could see the cumulative net profit as it accumulates for each session. November 1st, it lost 80. November 2nd, it went up 620. November 3rd, 1245, and so on. So you could see the equity curve. The November 7th to the 8th, it took that small drawdown. But since then, there's been no drawdown. And if we go even further back, which I'm going to do in just a moment, it's really a mind-blowing numbers that this strategy is putting up. From November 1st to November 15th, $4,131. Now, the last 30 days, okay, the last 30 days, we're going from, actually, it's a little more than 30 days, it looks like, October 6th to November 15th, okay, you can see the number here, $8,000. So people ask me all the time, they say, well, listen, can I trade this in my live account? Well, absolutely. You know, I have a, a guided investment account with Merrill Lynch. And, you know, the return that I have, I was looking at my performance over the last few years, and I think I'm like -2 or 3%. And I did the math and I did the numbers. I crunched the numbers on the strategies that I'm reviewing today. And the return on investment, had I had that, you know, same IRA or that retirement account running on these strategies, the return on investment on this, and listen, if it maintains that return on investment, that'll be wonderful. But if it does only half as well, I mean, these are numbers like 20 or 30% a month. I mean, to have a month like that, it's really just a complete game changer to be able to have that, you know, compounding in your retirement account over a significant period of time. So the last 30 days, this strategy has made $8,000 to trade two contracts on the Russell. I think the margin on it is 500 per contract. It's $5 a tick. But let me just play the devil's advocate because I'm not 100% sure. And let's say it's $1,000 per contract. So it would require $2,000. We never want to underfund our account. Let's say you had a starting account of $10,000, and in a month you had a return of investment of $8,000. I mean, if you do the math in your heads, you know, the return on investment is just astronomical with this. So, can you trade it in your live account? Well, of course you can. You know, the prop firms are great, but listen, they've made something that's, you know, started off being difficult. They made it a little bit more difficult with that trailing drawdown. So to sum it up, I always like to do a summary, and I wanted to save a few minutes and show you a video. Um, I wanted to show you, had you traded our system from November 1st to November 15th, the haymaker was at 677. The cash register 1170, the cash cow at 4,131. We're just under $6,000 on these three strategies running in the month of November. So the performance has really been incredible. So let me see if I can show you this quick video. I don't think I'm going to be able to get the sound, but let me see if I could talk my way through it. So let me escape real quick. And let's just go over to YouTube. And this video is for our prop traders. And I know that we do have a significant number of traders now that are running prop accounts. And the owner of Right Line Trading, Mark Miller, really, he's got me up at night thinking because, you know, his strategy, and I wanted to show it to you because it's, let me see, it's the one here, this one here. Now, this video here, and I'm going to play it, it's how the AI auto trader helped him acquire $2 million in trader funding. So if I click the link, I'm going to blow it up. And what he's showing is he just passed his 20th account trading with one of the prop firms. He trades the $100,000 static account. Excuse me for just a moment. And he shows a short trade that he took, the system took, a short trade that got in up here, came down all the way to here. His profit is at $2,000 if you can't see that for this trading session. And excuse me. And that got him over the edge for his 20th PA performance account with Apex. So now that he has 20 accounts, $2,100,000 accounts, well, that's $2 million, in leverage that he has. And what that means is he can use this AI auto trader to run these strategies. And if he makes a profit in a trade of $200 in all 20 of his accounts, well, that would be the equivalent. A $200 trade would be $4,000. If he has a winning day of $500, well, that's $10,000. And that's all risking none of his own capital. Without risking a penny of his own capital, he can 20x his profits on each one of his trading sessions. So, I mean, the potential that he's got himself in with these 20 accounts, and I just saw Joel just a few minutes ago. He has 10, so he, like Mark Miller, is thinking big. They're not doing it at one or two accounts. They're trading it 20 accounts at a time and putting themselves in a position to really make a significant amount of money. And really, as traders, that's our goal. That's where we want to be. We want to put ourselves in a position to extract profits out of the market on a consistent basis. So let me put it back into my presenter mode, and we'll keep the ball rolling. Oh, gee, I'm sorry. Because I want to show you my special offer. And we do have Black Friday coming up. And I heard Jeremy Tang allude to it. Now, if you decide to come aboard today, you're going to have unlimited VIP support. We really cater to our community of traders. We have a support crew that's going to get on your computer remotely and is going to set this entire workspace up for you. If maybe tomorrow or the next day you're having a problem or you have a question, in our Discord chat group, we have a channel that you can get instant attention and have it fixed on the spot. I know it can be very frustrating. Like, I'm not going to, mention any names, but some companies it's hard to get technical support. Now we're going to be running a special, kind of our Black Friday special, through this Friday. I know it's been a long event, and I don't want to take much more of your time. If what I've discussed with you today sounds like something that you're interested in, please put your name and your phone number in the chat box. I'm going to grab a sandwich, and as soon as I'm done, I'm going to pick up the phone and I'm going to give you a call and do my best to answer any questions that you might have. So put your name and your number in the chat box. I can see it. Nobody else can, and I will give you a call. You have no obligation to purchase. I'm not a telemarketer. We're just going to give you a call and see if I can answer any questions you might have. So I like to call this special offer for Traders Corner. And like Joel, we like to do something special. This is our 2-for special. The 2-for, you're going to get the 2-for-ones. You're going to get the discretionary trading system along with the automated strategies. All of the charts that our strategies run on come with chart templates, and the signals that they provide you with are just incredible. You'll see on your chart, big crosses where you could take entries if you wanted to on a discretionary basis. These, these entry signals are extremely powerful. But you don't have to take discretionary trades, but it is a component of this special offer. You're also going to receive our full portfolio of strategies. And I say that with emphasis because it's important to have them all, to have that diversity, to know in the future if we're going to come out with a new one that you're going to get it. I think is very important. It may not be something we continue to do. However, if you take advantage of the special offer today, during this special offer time, you are going to get all additional markets. And you're also going to have access to our Discord chat group, and that I'm going to cover in just a moment. So the monthly subscription is $3.99 a month. Normally it's $4.99. Today it's going to be $3.99. It's a 20% savings. However, the better value is going to be with our quarter and annual. If you buy 2 months, you're going to get the third month for free. Buy 2 months, get the third month free with our quarterly subscription, which is $7.99. And for the annual, if you buy 3 quarters, you're going to get the fourth quarter free. Buy 3 quarters, get the fourth quarter free. Your best value is the annual. For $23.99, we'll call it $2,400. It's $200 a month is what it breaks down to. For $200 a month, to have the potential to make the numbers that I've just shown you. I think it's like, one is 6,000, one's 4,000. To be in the market with the potential to make those kind of gains for $200 a month, I know that you'll be happy that you did it. Okay, with that being said, I want to show you real quick our Discord chat group. We have just an absolute great community of traders. In our Discord, this is the general chat channel. In the general chat channel is just that. We have members that post their trades for the day, and you can see what the rest of our community of traders is doing. We have our daily results. The daily results, the hardworking guy, he made 1,143 on the cash cow. He lost 400 on the cash register. Lost 400 on the golden goose, made 559 on the haymaker, and the retirement plan had lost 788. So everything is very transparent. Godzilla runs these in his PA accounts. He had a big day with the haymaker, 1100. He was up on the 15 range on the Russell. He was up 700. The golden goose up 700. Red cash register up 200. So we have this channel where every day our members are posting their results. If you're having a problem, Charles, who's one of our technicians, will be right on it. We have a whole prop trading channel with all types of resources for prop traders. And I think one of the most important things, I always get this question, is, one of the knocks on auto traders is, once market conditions change, I've heard it, probably dozens of times. I've bought a system in the past that did well at first, but after the first few weeks, it didn't do that well. Well, we have a team that really does a thorough analysis of the data and optimizes these inputs on a weekly basis. We have a master spreadsheet that you'll have access to, and every Friday, those inputs are optimized to keep the strategies fresh. Listen, we're on a subscription model. We want to develop a win-win relationship with you. We want this to be a relationship that is long-lasting. And if you're not making money, we're not going to retain you, and we get it. So these are kept fresh on a weekly basis. Order today, you're also going to receive a bonus, which is our Learn How to Build Your Own ATM Machine Masterclass Modules 1 and 2. So between Modules 1 and 2, you will know how to build your own strategy. If you have some great ideas and you can tinker around under the hood, not for everybody, but we provide you with the information that's going to allow you to do that and optimize your own inputs. So let me just take a quick minute just to see if anybody had any questions. I don't want to overstep my time limits. I see, let me see. Okay. The only question I really see is something that I answered pertaining to prop accounts. And yes, you can trade your prop accounts. So again, I want to really thank everybody for giving me their time today. And I'm going to just close out with my offer slide and my phone number. And if you want, please give me a call. I'm here to answer any questions that you have. I want to thank you. I want to thank Traders Corner. And I hope everybody has a blessed holiday season that's approaching. Thank you very much for having me, Rob. Okay, Rob might have stepped away. Okay. So I guess that's about it. I don't think Rob can hear me any longer. I hope you can. And Jose, thank you for your number. I'm going to give you a call. Looks like you're in the same neck of the woods as I am. So again, listen, I want to thank everybody for your time. I know it's been a long presentation, but it's been packed with great information. And I hope that you use the information to your benefit. And I wish you much success and God bless you for these holiday seasons. Again, have a great day and thank you for your time. Bye bye, everybody. Thank you, Mark.